trooper. He is retired and he is out playing basketball with a good amount of people. He gets home, he calls 911. Why, you ask? I will play the audio. I will have you know also before I play this that I got super emotional listening to it because I really felt his pain. So.
Police radio, Patrice, can I help you?
Patrice, it's Dave Camm. Let me talk to Postman right now.
Okay, he's on another line.
Right now, let me talk to Postman.
Hold on. You're my only truth. I needed you like
Dave, get everybody out here to my house now. Okay, all right. My wife and my kids are dead. Get everybody out here to my house. Go to Dave Camm's house now. See what's happening. Okay, David, we got people on the way, okay? Get everybody out here. Come here. Everything's going to be okay, all right? We're going to get people. Everything's not okay. Get everybody out here now. They're coming. Go to Dave Camm's house now. Okay. Do you know what happened, David? No. They're dead. I just got home from playing basketball. 45-48.
So he got home from playing basketball and opened the garage and saw his wife's body covered in blood on the ground, and immediately wondered where his kids were. He opened the door to the car, which she was laying by, and saw both the kids slumped over in their seats, dead as well. It is standard to look at the husband first, and sometimes the ones closest to us tend to be the ones that hurt us. And Dave Camm was not the best husband. He even said, even though I was a crappy husband, that does not make me a murderer. He had up to 12 quote-unquote instances of cheating. However, some of this cheating is defined as hitting on a female in a work environment, her turning him down, and then reporting it. So, it is what it is. I don't think that just because he was not faithful, he murdered his family. But regardless, they start looking into him hard. During this time when they're doing the investigation, there is an unknown male DNA found in the vehicle, as well as a sweatshirt with a nickname written on it, and Bone Crusher or something was the nickname. Bonehead, bone something. Anyway, and also an unknown palm print. Okay, I normally have a good memory, but I had to Google this one. It was backbone. Backbone. Now, because David had what one forensic examiner called high impact blood spatter on his shirt, they didn't even test the unknown DNA. They just went ahead and prosecuted David. Now, with this being said, David went ahead and said that this blood got on him when he touched his children after finding them dead. David Camm went to trial, and a jury found him guilty of murdering his whole family. He spent 13 years in jail before, let's test the DNA. And they find that it matches a man, a convict, named Charles Bonet, aka Backbone. So what do? They released David Camm, and he is thrilled. 1 hour later, they pick David back up and arrest him again for a bunch of junk involving hiring Charles Bonet to kill his family. Charles Bonet was no stranger to the law and had only been released from jail 3 weeks before this happened. But in his interview, he said that he had met David Camm before because David Camm wanted to buy a gun from him. So he brought the gun over in said sweatshirt. And as soon as he gave the gun to David Camm walked into the garage and shot his whole family. Then apparently David Camm tried to shoot Charles Bonet but was out of bullets, and Charles Bonet chased David Camm around the house in circles until he decided to leave and just exited, which I find to be weird all around. If you just shot your whole family in front of this strange dude, why you won't let him go? And also, you are an ex-state trooper, like, don't you have your own gun? Well, I guess technically if you want to make it look like it wasn't you wouldn't want to use your own gun, but I still don't buy it. Another reason why I believe that Charles Bonet was the one who committed the crime was because he had a weird foot fetish, and he admitted it in interview, and also he had done things previously to women involving their feet, and I don't even want to get into that. But he had taken Kim's shoes off before or after he killed her, I don't know, placed them on top of the car, and stared at her feet. I don't really know what he did with her feet, but that's odd, right? That's not something a husband would do. That's some weird stranger with a foot fetish stuff. When in the second trial, they're tried separately. David Camm is the murderer and Charles Bonnet is the co-conspirator. They are both found guilty and in jail. Then David Camm appeals and is acquitted in a third trial on the grounds that in the second trial, they used evidence saying that he molested his daughter, which there was no evidence of, which is true. There was literally no evidence, and as far as I know, no one in the family or in any of her schools or dance classes said that she had ever complained about it, talked about it, or even acted like she was in any type of pain down there, or any of that. So I don't even know where the heck that came from. Charles Bonnet also took the stand during this trial, but they said that he was not a credible witness for whatever reason. So David Camm is now free. What do we think?